Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today in this video, we will talk about most beautiful places to visit in Europe. But before we dive into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It may be one of the smaller continents, but what Europe lacks in size, it makes up for in variety. The most beautiful places in Europe range from luxurious beaches, fields of bluebells, and limestone cliffs, to some of the best mountain views on the planet. We know it isn't easy to choose between chasing waterfalls in Bosnia and Herzegovina, staying awake for the midnight sun in Finland, and hiking your way through the dramatic Dolomites. So, to help you start narrowing things down, we've rounded up the most beautiful places in Europe. We know that an international jaunt might be off the table at the moment. The Azores, Portugal. Roughly 900 miles off the coast of Lisbon, this Portuguese archipelago can inspire wanderlust with a single photo. The verdant valleys, steep oceanside cliffs, and scattering of waterfalls make the Azores a paradise worth exploring. Just make sure you visit before everyone you know beats you to it. Caucasus Mountains, Georgia. After decades spent out of sight and out of mind for many travelers, due in part to limited infrastructure and intermittent conflict with neighboring Russia, this former Soviet republic is attracting travelers tired of crowded mountain trails in the Alps or reservation-only vineyards in France. The best way to witness the diversity of Georgia's terrain is on its hiking trails, which wind through the Greater Caucasus mountain range dividing Europe from Asia. Biarritz, France. Swimming in turquoise waters, sipping rosé at sunset, breathing in scents of lavender. The south of France is the embodiment of French glamour and sophistication. The area includes idyllic locations such as Biarritz, a resort town whose wild beaches are hugely popular with surfers, royals, and celebrities. Kravica Waterfalls, Bosnia and Herzegovina. You've undoubtedly heard of Croatia's Krka National Park, whose waterfalls are so popular that the country is limiting how many people can visit. Thankfully, neighboring Bosnia and Herzegovina has plenty of gorgeous waterfalls, too. The wide expanse of falls and emerald pools of the Kravica waterfalls, surrounded by green forests, is a pilgrimage-worthy sight. Las Salinas de Torrevieja, Spain. Pink sand beaches are reason enough to hop on a plane to the Caribbean. But in Spain, you can swim in pink water. This rose-tinted lake, located in Valencia, is part of the gorgeous Las Salinas de Torrevieja National Park. It's home to thousands of flamingos during the breeding season, but most locals prefer to think of it as their natural spa. A quick float is both detoxing and exfoliating. Plan to visit on a bright, sunny day when the water is at its pinkest. Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. Few places exemplify the raw, untamed beauty of Ireland's west coast like the Cliffs of Moher, a natural wonder that reaches 702 feet at the highest point. And while you might recognize them as the Cliffs of Insanity from The Princess Bride, the cliffs are located just a 90-minute drive south of Galway. To get there, you can rent a car or catch a shuttle bus from Doolin that will take you directly to the cliffs. The Dolomites, Italy. A less glamorous relative of the Alps, the Dolomites stretch across the northeastern part of Italy. Aside from its pristine trails for local skiers come wintertime, the mountain range makes for one of the world's most breathtaking alpine drives. For some of the best views, head to the stylish but sleepy resort town of Bolzano. Eastern Carpathians, Romania. Romania may be best known for its medieval castles and Gothic churches, but the country also has some of the most enigmatic landscapes of southeastern Europe, particularly in and around the Carpathian Mountains. The range's dense forests are beautiful, no matter where you are, but they somehow feel even lovelier when you come across sites like the Lacle Rosu, pictured here. Capri, Italy. By reputation, Capri is by far Italy's most glamorous island, and most dramatic. From the iconic Faraglioni rocks, settled in the azure Mediterranean, to the scent of the island's many flowers, it's almost sensory overload. Start your journey in the colorful Piazza Umberto, the perfect kickoff point for your day of exploration. Sites like Blue Grotto may be crowded with fellow travelers, but locales like the Punta Carina Lighthouse and the Certosa di San Giacomo offer a bit of respite from crowds. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Legend has it that the Giant's Causeway, with its thousands of hexagonal basalt columns rising from the sea, was the remains of an actual causeway built by giants. Science says it was formed by a volcanic eruption some 50 to 60 million years ago. There's no doubt that this otherworldly site showcases nature at her most incredible. Kirkjufell, Iceland. This dazzling church mountain near the town of Grundarfjörður is one of Iceland's most photographed sites. It's among the best places to see the northern lights in the country. It also offers an added bonus for Game of Thrones fans. The landmark served as a very important filming location in Season 7. Lapland, Finland. With its stark white landscapes, frequent northern lights displays, and a reindeer population that outnumbers its human residents, Finnish Lapland feels like something out of a fairy tale. We suggest cozying up at the Arctic Treehouse Hotel, where you'll be welcomed with a hot mug of glögg, mulled wine, and can spend hours gazing through the north-facing, floor-to-ceiling windows. Las Majulas, Spain. You can attribute the unusual landscape of Las Majulas, which is about a 4-hour ride from Madrid in northwest Spain, to the ancient Romans, who essentially devastated the mountains here while extracting gold during the 1st century AD. The miners built a complicated system of aqueducts and channels to force running water through the area. Lofoten Islands, Norway. Just off of Norway's northwestern coast, you'll find the Lofoten Islands, a majestical, untamed area well known for its surfing beaches and viewing of the northern lights. The archipelago is made up of many islands, but no matter which you head to, you'll find clear blue waters that rival the Mediterranean and craggy mountains that are reminiscent of Iceland. Micheldever Wood, England. Located about 5 miles from Winchester in Hampshire, Micheldever Wood is a lovely forest with beech trees, woodland birds, and wandering deer. Come springtime, the place becomes even more sensational, thanks to bluebells that blanket the forest floor. Vatnajökull, Iceland. Home to one of the largest glaciers in the world, Vatnajökull National Park is one of our favorite places to explore ice caves. But there's more than just frozen ice rivers to see at Vatnajökull, which covers much of Iceland's eastern half. It holds 2 of the island's most active volcanoes, herds of reindeer around Snæfell, and a number of breathtaking waterfalls, including Svartafoss, Dettifoss, and Selfoss. Moravian Fields, Czech Republic. The Moravian Fields look like an oil painting, but these pastel-colored hills are as real as it gets. The Czech Republic's easternmost region is often referred to as Moravian Tuscany, due to its uncanny resemblance to the eponymous rolling hills in Italy. Even better, the area is an easy day trip from Prague. Meteora, Greece. As if still-standing monasteries from the 15th century weren't impressive enough, the buildings of Meteora are famously situated on almost inaccessible sandstone peaks in central Greece. Brave travelers can pay a visit to the Monastery of the Holy Trinity, one of 6 monasteries that are still standing, via a 140-step staircase cut into the side of the cliff. Swiss Alps, Switzerland. Switzerland is easily one of the most beautiful countries in the world, particularly if you visit during the winter, when the Swiss Alps become a luxury skiing playground and thick snow turns the mountain range into a true wonderland. There's also something about spotting the iconic Matterhorn peak that stops us dead in our ski tracks every time.